Hey, my name is Garv, and the topic for today is focus is fun. I want you to think about the last time you were truly absorbed in something, completely absorbed, where the rest of the world just disappeared. For most people, this almost never happens, and that's sad because this kind of total focus might be the best feeling we humans can experience. I was thinking about this during a 10K run the other day. About 3 kilometers in, something shifted. All the mental noise that usually accompanies our daily existence, the to do list, the worries, random thoughts about work or relationships, it all just disappeared. There was only my breathing, my feet hitting the ground, and the feeling of moving through space. Nothing else mattered, and it felt amazing. This is the same phenomena I experienced during meditation, though in a different way. When you finally achieve that state of complete absorption in the present moment, the past and the future cease to exist. There is no narrative about who you are or where you're going. There's just pure awareness, experiencing things without your brain constantly commenting on everything. And it's blissful in a way that's hard to describe to someone who hasn't been there. What all these experiences have in common is single minded absorption. This is what focus really is. Not the ability to multitask or juggle 17 different priorities, but the capacity to become completely absorbed in one thing. And here's what I've realized: focus is fun. It might actually be the best way to enjoy life. But we live in a world that seems designed to prevent this kind of absorption. We have somehow convinced ourselves that being busy means being important, and that juggling multiple tasks simultaneously is a sign of competence rather than what it actually is: a recipe for shallow, unsatisfying experience. Busyness is the enemy of focus and therefore the enemy of fun. When you're busy, you're always thinking about the next thing, the thing after that, and the thing after that. You're never fully present with what you're actually doing. You mistake the urgent for the important, the immediate for the meaningful. And in this state, time seems to accelerate. Days blur together, weeks disappear, years pass by in a blur of unfinished tasks and scattered attention. This is what happens when you break the basic rule of focus, one thing at a time. Your brain is not designed to focus on multiple things simultaneously. What we call multitasking is really just rapid task switching, and every switch comes with a cost. You lose efficiency, you lose depth, and most importantly, you miss out on that incredible feeling of complete absorption that makes life amazing. Think about the activities you find most enjoyable. I guarantee you they all have one thing in common: they demand your complete attention. Whether it's reading a great book, having an intimate conversation, playing a musical instrument, or engaging in any kind of flow activity, the enjoyment comes from the fact that these activities pull you completely into the present moment. There is no room for your mind to wander because the activity itself is too engaging, too demanding of your full presence. They create a flow state, a condition of complete absorption where you stop thinking about yourself and you become one with the activity. Focus attention feels good. When you're completely absorbed in something, you're not thinking about your problems, your past mistakes, or your future anxieties. There's just the immediate reality of what you're doing, and it's deeply satisfying. And here's the thing: you can find it in almost any activity if you approach it with the right mindset. The secret is to give whatever you're doing your complete attention. Not 90% of your attention while 10% of your mind wanders to other things. This is much harder than it sounds because we have trained ourselves to do the opposite. We become addicted to stimulation, to novelty, to the constant influx of new information. We check our phones while eating, we listen to podcasts while exercising, we scroll through social media while watching TV. We have forgotten how to do just one thing at a time. The irony is that in our attempt to make life more interesting through constant stimulation, we have made it incredibly boring. When you're always splitting your attention, you never fully experience anything. Everything becomes shallow, superficial. You spend your whole life on the surface, never going deep enough to see what you're missing. But when you focus, really focus, everything changes. Colors become more vivid. Music sounds richer. Sensations become more intense. Paradoxically, while hours might fly by unnoticed, when you're focused, each moment feels more vivid because you're actually experiencing it. Now you might be thinking, Garv, I have responsibilities. I can't just focus on one thing. I have work, family, obligations. And you're right. Life does require us to juggle multiple responsibility, but that doesn't mean we have to do everything simultaneously. The key is to practice sequential single tasking. Give your complete attention to the one thing at a time, then fully transition to the next thing. When you're with your family, be completely with your family. Put the phone away. Stop thinking about work. Give them your full presence. And when you're working, focus entirely on the task at hand. Don't check email while writing a report. Don't browse social media while in a meeting. Do one thing completely, then move to the next one. This approach is not just more enjoyable, it's also more effective. Research consistently shows that people who focus on one task at a time accomplish more than those who try to multitask. They make fewer errors and they experience less stress. But most importantly, they actually enjoy what they're doing because they're present for it. Focus is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So pick one activity each day and commit to doing it with complete attention. It could be drinking your morning coffee, taking a shower, or simply walking in a park. Whatever it is, do only that. Over time, you'll discover something amazing. Life becomes more vivid, more satisfying, more fun. Not because you're doing more things, but because you're fully present for the things you are already doing. You will rediscover the simple pleasure of absorption, of being completely here, completely now, completely engaged with whatever life is presenting to you in this moment. Focus is not just a productivity hack or a meditation technique. It's a way of being in the world that transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. It's the difference between sleepwalking through life and actually living it. And yes, my friends, focus is fun. So what do you think about this topic? Let me know in the comments below, and please like this video and share it with someone who you think might benefit from its message. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one.